you're all here. Oh, that's great, thank God. I have been dying to tell my story to someone, and it's the kind of thing I absolutely can't tell my friends or family. But I'm getting ahead of myself. When my husband started staying late at work a couple of days a week, I didn't think much of it. You know, sort of thing that happens with a corporate job. He is a VP of a very important hedge fund company, after all. This was about 6-7 months ago. Soon enough, though, it started happening more and more. And when this went on for another couple of months, I thought, he's cheating on me. But since I wasn't sure, I decided to surprise him at his office in the city one afternoon around 6 p.m. with the excuse that I'd been out shopping, and since I left the kids at my sister's, we could enjoy an evening out. He made no fuss. Told his secretary he was done for the day and took me out for drinks and dinner. Oh well. At that point, I thought it was all in my mind. He's just being really busy. A couple of days later, I call his office phone around 7 p.m. It went straight to voicemail. Oh, the louse was cheating on me. And just as I was about to break a plate against the wall, the phone rang. And it was him. And he was out of breath. He said he was by the elevator on his way home when he heard the phone ringing and ran back in to take the call, but just missed it. Okay, I can live with that. To tell the truth, I felt stupid for having doubted him in the first place, getting all worked up for nothing. So, to make up for my suspicions, I decided to surprise him again, but this time with his favorite dinner and wearing nothing underneath my coat. I packed a succulent Chateaubriand with a velvety béarnaise sauce and a side of pan-seared baby potatoes. Oh, yum. I'm in the corridor of his floor, walking towards his office. No one is around. I hear a voice coming from his room. A female voice, barking orders in some strange accent. The door is ajar. I peek inside. My husband is crawling on all fours, naked, wearing a studded dog collar around his neck, going, "Yes, mistress! Yes, mistress!" while a woman is yelling at him to bark like a dog. I lean in a little further to try and see. I finally realize the voice is coming from his computer. I run away, in shock. How could he do this to me? He has the perfect wife who loves him, great kids, social standing, the perfect life. My first thought was, I am going to divorce him. But then I remember. The monster-in-law forced me into a prenup. I would get nothing. Well, at least nothing compared to what I'm used to anyway. Then that got me thinking. How much was he spending for his dirty little habit? I immediately start sifting through his bank statements. Turns out, he has given the ladies on this website almost $30,000. $30,000!
Yeah.
And all I could think was, that money should be mine. Then I try to understand why. He has the perfect wife, perfect life. Or at least I thought he did anyway. Wasn't I enough? Could I even consider this cheating? There was no real woman in there with him, no sex. I start researching everything I could find. It turns out many powerful men like to be dominated. One article said this. Definition of dominatrix. Feminine form of the Latin dominator. Sometimes used to describe a professional dominant paid to engage in BDSM with a submissive. Oh, for those of you who don't know, that stands for bondage, discipline, and sadomasochism. Role-play sessions often conducted in a professional space referred to as dungeon. Domination may be verbal, involving humiliating tasks and servitude. In our advanced technological world, sessions may be conducted by phone, email, or online chat. 90% of clients are powerful at work, in their families, and socially, but need balance. S&M allows them to feel weak and let go. Huh. Something clicked in my mind. I can do this. I can be his dominatrix. I was going to take their place. After as many articles as I could get through, I found out the websites that he went on and the kind of girls that he liked. Turns out they all physically look like me, but with a strong Eastern European or Russian accent. Once I was fully satisfied that I had learned everything I could on the subject of S&M, I created a profile and put it on the website. And thanks to an online computer course I took last year, I was able to make sure that that profile would pop up on his computer as many times as possible until he finally took the bait. For the past 6 weeks, he has been requesting me, and only me, for up to 4 or 5 times a week. I have already put aside a nice little bundle of almost $8,000. Now, the hubby's not cheating on me, but cheating with me, and has no clue. I am having so much fun. This is the story of how Mistress Tatiana was born. I'm so sorry. That's him chiming in. I have to go now. Thank you all so for listening. Get on your knees.